Hey everybody, Pastor JJ here. I just wanted to tell you guys a quick story that came from this past week. So I was working on the treehouse that we're building for my boys in the backyard, and we were putting up the treehouse, and the boys come running up, and they're like, Dad, look what we found. And I said, what did you find? And they held up this tiny little baby carrot that they pulled out of the ground. They're like, we found a carrot. And I looked at them, I was really confused, because we do have a garden next to the treehouse that we put in this year, and we had tried to grow carrots, but we had some invaders, some little bunny rabbits that came in, and they ate all the carrot crop, and that was really frustrating. And so I was like, where did you find this carrot? And they said, we found it in the front yard. And I kind of looked at him, I was like, the front yard? We didn't plant carrots in the front yard. And my wife came around the corner, and she explained, and she said, yeah, the seeds must have fallen out of the bag when we were carrying it out to the garden. They fell in among the landscaping and the hostas and the bushes. There was a carrot growing in the front landscaping of our house. And the boys were just so excited to find that. And I got to thinking about this sermon from this past Sunday. We were talking about the importance of teaching and the function of teaching in the church. And one of the things we talked about was C.S. Lewis. He had a guy one time speak up he was speaking at a conference, and a guy stood up and he said, I don't need all that doctrine stuff. I don't need all that theology stuff. I can experience God out in the world. I can experience God out in the wilderness or in nature or wherever I am. And C.S. Lewis said, you're right. You're absolutely right. You can experience God outside the church. But those moments are few and far between, like finding a random carrot in the hostas. But what I really wanted to impress on people on Sunday, and what I want to kind of highlight today, is that the relationship with God, that connection with that thing that is out there, it is so amazing. It is so incredible, and the benefits to your life, to your spiritual well-being, growing closer to God is so worth every effort you can give it. So rather than spending our time hoping for a random carrot in the bushes, wouldn't it be better for us to cultivate a life of trying to actively grow closer to God? And really, that's what church should be all about. That's what church is a place where we are trying to grow closer to God. That's what we're seeking to do, and we have all these practices that help us do that. We read our Bibles, and we pray every day. We go to church regularly. We connect with other believers who are trying to serve God, and we get out in the world, and we do mission projects, and we serve other people. And I mean, there's a ton of ways that you can cultivate the relationship with God. And I guess what I wanted to leave you with is just, don't wait for that random moment where you might find a teeny tiny baby carrot presence of God out there in the world. Those exist. They really do. I don't want to deny that. But don't wait for that. Cultivate a garden of God's grace. Do everything you can think of to help you grow closer to God. And a big part of that is plugging into a local church. And if not our church, if you live far away, or if you're part of a different church, make sure you plug into your local church. It is one of the best ways that you can grow closer to God's grace. And having that grace in your life is so worth it. You guys have a great day.